If you speak up, it really can make everything you're doing feel a little bit more like you're in a movie. Welcome back to Dodo's Den, and today's topic is you gotta speak up. So when I was in high school, I had crushes on maybe one or two girls, but one girl in particular, I think I had a crush on her my junior year. And I literally spent that entire year just texting her off and on. I would try to get into group projects with her. She was in my class, but she never really knew I was interested in her. I think one moment in particular that showed me that both she didn't know I was interested in her and she probably wasn't interested in me is that we were texting back and forth, and then she sends a heart. And then I said, "Oh, that was unexpected." And she said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to send that." I'm like, "No, it's fine." She was like, No, I really didn't mean to send that." And she didn't have to say it the second time. When she said the second time, oh wait, she really does not want me to get the wrong idea. And I didn't really realize this at first, but I really should have spoke up. Because I feel like even if it would have been an accident or not, I need to speak up about those things. I had such a crush on this girl that I never really said anything. I never told anyone. And I literally watched this girl get into a relationship with one of my teammates in one of the sports that I played. And at that point, I didn't know what to do. I was still really good friends with her, so I stayed pretty good friends with her, but I knew I can't really pursue this girl anymore. She's friends with my teammate, and even if I did, it would be complicated. I've never wanted to be a guy to break anything like that up or be a homewrecker. So I just knew that I was never going to get a relationship with this girl, and part of it, and most of it, if I'm being honest, was because I never spoke up. And there's plenty of times in my life where I literally maybe had a crush on a girl, or maybe something I could have said maybe could have made something a lot better, or honestly it would have saved me a lot of time and effort. Because sometimes I get addicted to the pursuit and the journey. And maybe you have a crush on a girl and it's fun figuring out how you're going to talk to them, figuring out ways to interact with them, how you're going to build that relationship to maybe say something. But sometimes, and a lot of time in life, when you have other things that probably are a little bit more important, you should just say something. Maybe not confess your love. Maybe that's a little extreme. Trust me, I've done that before and it didn't really go over well. But just put the interest out there. Speak up. Say something maybe to your buddies. Get their advice. And maybe just say something to the girl. Maybe you want to take her out. Tell her that you want to take her out. Or there's so many things you could say. You just have to speak up. Because if you don't, somebody else will. I saw this happen firsthand in high school when it was my junior year. I saw this girl I had a big crush on and I'd talked to for months. I had her number. I was texting her off and on, and I didn't want to set anything up. I didn't want to do anything. And I watched this girl get with my teammate. I didn't know what to think at the time, but thinking back, that probably was heart crushing. Dang. And it's my teammate, so I can't do anything. If it was some random guy, maybe I could. No, it was my teammate. It was my boy. So I'm like, wow. Well, that's that. At the end of the day, I can't go back. I can't speak up because that time has passed. And I'm grateful for all the things that have led into making me who I am today, but I need to learn from the things that have happened. And maybe you can learn from a video like this and learn that you need to speak up, because I would have been someone who have had so many different interactions with many different people. I probably would have had a lot better relationships, and I wouldn't have wasted time. There's some people I think about all the time because I never spoke up. And on the flip side of never speaking up, you never get to know the reaction or the response to you speaking up. Maybe there's a girl you like a lot and you want to tell her. And maybe you've built it up to where it's more comfortable, and maybe you want to start doing things and you want to ask her out. Or I really advocate against confessing your love to someone. I think that's should be grown over time, and it should be a mutual interest type thing that you just know. Honestly, if I'm being real, if you don't really know, it's kind of a problem. But you should build on that. But in terms of asking someone out, or maybe asking somebody to be your girlfriend, or I don't know. I don't know what it is for you that you need to speak up about, but I'm sure you can think of something. Think, is there any way I can speak up about something I'm passionate about? Something I've been wanting to say for a long time? Or just anything in general? It's so refreshing to hear when people speak up, because I know that I'm someone that I don't like leaving information out of my conversations. Sometimes I'm even a little TMI. I will tell my friends a lot of things. if I just talked to a girl and had a great conversation, I'll tell my buddy that I just got into class with. I did that maybe an hour ago, and it was really cool. They think it's really funny, and I think it's very refreshing because you get to see the joy someone has in just being expressive and passionate, and they're speaking up about things, because you can both save yourself time by seeing the reaction that you don't want, and it causes you to maybe stop. Maybe if you like a girl and you try to ask her out, and then you figure out that there's something about her that maybe you don't want to keep pursuing. And because you spoke up, you don't have to keep pursuing her, because now you know. But if you never spoke up, you'll never know about that. It's really refreshing to see someone be so open about that. Be a friend. Don't only want to speak up just because it's something you should do to save your time. People love seeing it. I love seeing it when people open up. I love seeing it when somebody comes up to me and maybe doesn't ask for advice, but just tells me that something is going on with them. Because I never know. I may have advice I can give them that's really important, or I could just hear them say it and I'm like, dude, that's awesome. I'm glad you're having fun. Like my teammates all the time, they'll text me and say, mention something that I mentioned and I opened up and spoke up about. And it's very refreshing. It's so cool to see I have these people that are almost in these situations with me. If there's a girl I really want to talk to, maybe I have friends that simply I invite into this conversation or interaction or relationship building thing with any girl or anyone in general, and I get to see their reactions to me winning, to me failing, and they can help pull me up when I fall down. They can help celebrate me with me when I speak up about the things that are happening between things. I just want to speak up more, because when you speak up, you invite people into your interactions. You can save yourself time, and you can just live a more fulfilling life, I feel. I speak up about so many things and I feel so fulfilled. I feel so much joy when I speak up, because the reality is we have so many things coming in and out of our ears and we see with our eyes daily. We carry a lot of things in our brain, and there's so many things we can think about. And it's really refreshing when you get to take some of that out. Hey, this is what I'm thinking about. Hey, this is what I've been wanting to say. Because if you don't, it's just going to clutter your mind and it could drive you crazy. I know tons of people who literally, they want to talk about things, but they don't know how, and they don't know who to talk about them with. And to that, I would just say, start small. Start with sharing a little bit of details about some things that have been going on with you. Maybe it's online. I know a lot of people who do day in the life or things that have been going on with them on social media. And maybe that's not your thing. Maybe you just want to say it to your friends, or just say it to your parents, or just say it. It's so good for you, I promise. If you speak up, it really can make everything you're doing feel a little bit more like you're in a movie and you're working towards something. And you just did something great. Maybe you're one to speak up in class, or you speak up at a big event because you have something to say. You can think about that. And you can inspire so many other people to be bold and speak up themselves. You're not only affecting yourself when you speak up, you're affecting so many other people in the best way possible. You're positively impacting them. So why would you not want to speak up? Maybe you're scared, but I promise the impact you have on other people is far more important than any fear you feel. The fear that you feel is never going to go away. I love speaking up, but the fear's never gone away. I just know the benefits of me actually speaking up. I see the fear. I think, hey, I want to say this, but I'm scared. But then I think about the fact if I do say it and the good things that can happen. And the one reason I can think of that is because I've done it in the past. I've spoken up. So start small. Start speaking up about the things you're passionate about, the things you want to tell people. Maybe you want to tell your buddy something you've been wanting to tell them for a long time. Maybe you want to tell a girl the fact that you want to take her out because you've been seeing her more and more and you want to learn more about her. Just find a way to speak up, because I promise it is one of the most refreshing things both to do and to hear. Thank you so much for watching this, listening to this, consuming this wherever you're getting it from. This is Dodo signing out, and peace.